It's on.
Hi, today is October the 5th, 2016. We're here in this bee yard. We've got the smell of some goldenrod. The bees are bringing in pollen or nectar and pollen, so it's a good day for oxalic acid treatment. So we're going to use the vaporization method. 12-volt standard car battery I have here behind me, and the wand I'm using today is one of the ones that's commercially available. It's called the Varroa. It's available online. Several of the bee retailers carry them, so it's available. Mosquitoes are out today, so it's normal Gulf Coast humid, warm weather today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load the Varroa. See the disc here? Just a pan wrapped with a heating element, and I'm going to put 1 gram. This is a single deep, so I'm just going to use 1 gram. And I know this spoon, I've calibrated this spoon, so I know how much is going to be 1 gram. Right about there. If it were a double deep, I'd use 2 grams. And this is Varroa or oxalic acid. This is good reagent grade oxalic. And I put just a small amount in a jar when I go out in the bee yard so I don't get the whole thing saturated with this heavy moisture we have in the air here. You also notice I have a mask here. Kind of looks like a painter's mask, but this is actually an N95 mask that's good for this work. So if you're going to have to be working in the fog that's good, you're going to see develop, then you'll want to have this mask available. I'll just keep it here. Have a rag for drying out the Varroa. A little water here to cool it off and clean it up when I'm done. So let's get started. I'm going to slide this as a screen bottom. And the bees are blocked on the front entrance with a wet rag. So I use a wet rag because it's got some weight and it'll stay in place. If there's a breeze or something, I don't have to worry, and that way the bees are trapped. And we trapped them in there before daylight, just a little before daylight this morning. So vast majority of the bees are there. Next step is clip it. Of course, it doesn't matter on the battery. It's red and black, but it won't matter because it's DC and it's just a heating element, so you don't have to be worried about confusing the polarity. And this is going to go for 2.5 minutes to totally vaporize. Then we'll allow it to cool, disconnect it, allow it to cool for 30 seconds, pull it out, clean it, release the bees after about 10 minutes, and we're done. Now you can see this fog starting to develop. We're just past a minute into the process. You always want to be upstream, upwind of the fog as it moves out. So don't take your eyes off of that fog unless you want to wear a good quality respirator all the time. It's so hot here and humid. That's typically not the case. It's just more equipment that you've got on your face and makes it a lot more uncomfortable. So we stay upstream of that fog, or upwind of that fog. And it's easy to track here in this humid weather because it makes such a cloud. In your area, if you have very dry weather, you probably won't see near as much cloud because it's not reacting with the humidity in the air. But that's good. You see some coming out the bottom, but it's a screen bottom board. And if you were here, you could see up close, you can see some fog coming out the top around that top cover. So it is penetrating the entire hive, and we get good mite drops this way. We'll slide a sticky board underneath, sprayed with a little vegetable oil, slide that underneath, and then in 24 or 48 hours come back and count the mites and see what sort of drop we had. Okay, we're at 2 minutes 30 seconds now, just passed, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery, allow it to cool off, 30 seconds, clean it up, and we're done. Thanks.